Good afternoon. Welcome to our Institute of Global Professionals free webinar. Thank you all for joining and stay with us till the end. My lovely audience, I am your host for the afternoon. My name is Badhandash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear audience, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I feel honored and privileged to host this webinar. It is it's my delight to welcome you all to our Institute of Global Professional Free webinar. Thank you all for joining us today in this marvelous afternoon, and it's my humble request and pleasure to all of you to stay with us. Institute of Global Professionals serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education for creative component generation. IGP is a leading on online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute provide social work and globally recognized. We organized our webinar training offline online courses by based and trained speakers, coach from all over the world. Our mission is to empower people. We have already completed 1066 webinars successfully. Dear participant, we cannot connect our speaker now. We will start our quiz session within short time. To join our quiz session, please go www.slido.com and the code is IGP2. We will pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will directly print on your certificate. Top 15 will be awarded by quiz competition certificate. And don't forget to mention your friend to join our quiz competition. Already 14 people join with us. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, hello. Good
How
morning,
are you?
everyone. Fine,
Good
thanks.
morning.
Sorry, good morning and good afternoon, wherever, whatever. Sorry for being late because there is a problem in my laptop. I'm
Okay,
so sorry.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm also very fine.
Mhm. Nice to meet you
Ma'am, do
too.
you have any presentation?
Yes, I have my presentation now and I'm ready for delivering it, inshallah.
Okay, ma'am. Please, please share
Mhm.
your presentation, ma'am. I have to check it.
Okay, I sent the exam or the quiz along or across the WhatsApp because there is a problem in my laptop, and so I sent just one quiz. Okay, through the WhatsApp.
So, ma'am, you cannot share your screen, isn't it?
Sorry, pardon.
You- you cannot share your screen here. I mean your presentation.
Oh yes, last time I couldn't use it. In fact, but I'm going to try. This is a problem. I'm talking through my phone, and I'm going to just to deliver it without sharing it.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, ma'am. No issue.
Okay.
Uh,
Shall I begin?
Okay, ma'am. Now you can share your presentation without slide. So, ma'am, we start our session.
Okay. Shall I begin now?
Yes, ma'am. First, describe yourself, and then you can start your presentation.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Um, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are. My greetings from Al Quds Sharif, and my greeting is also from Turkey because I'm in Turkey. Um, uh, our program or our lecture today will be about scientific research. In fact, this is a very important uh, subject we are going to talk about because it is the way the modern countries use to develop themselves on and to develop their countries. My lecture is entitled Scientific Research. We are going to talk about its concept, about its tools, about its methods. And it is prepared by Dr. Samia Ismail Skeik. My name is Samia Ismail Skeik. I'm an executive manager in the Ministry of Education and Higher Education in Palestine. In fact, scientific research is the means of ambitious societies that wish to achieve progress and development always, as it is a basic criterion or measure for the superiority of one country over another. And international studies inform us of the huge budgets the first class countries or modern countries spend on scientific research. The desire of its officials to increase and to achieve future breakthroughs, as this is a means to guarantee self capabilities and then independence for the others in everything. And we should follow the same approach. As developed countries, we should follow the same approach like the modern or the first class countries. Through, through concerted human efforts, especially those occupying the positions of decision makers, and then providing all the scientific research requires, steering from graduating cadres or cadres capable of creativity through the techniques and mechanisms that require them conduct research in area of specialization, and we will review in this lecture scientific research, its concept, tools, and methods. When we want to talk about the concept of scientific research, in fact, some experts put many definitions for concept of scientific research, the most prominent of which are the following. Um, some scientific researchers developed or identified the scientific research as a number of organized procedures that the student or researcher adopts to reach realistic solutions for scientific and societal problems. This is one definition. The other, or others, define the concept of scientific research as drawing a plan based on information and data that the researcher processes or discovers from various sources in order to study a particular subject in all its aspects. There is another definition, or others define the concept of scientific research as a systematic or as systematic steps to solve a dilemma that others were unable to solve by reaching clues based on causal relationship between a group of variables that represents the phenomenon under study. If we want to define the scientific research tools are defined as the means used by the student or the researcher in all data related to the problem or phenomenon that he raises. And the goal is to clarify them and then develop solutions related to them. And among the most famous scientific research tools are the following. There are many tools, in fact, we are going to remember or to say some, to remember some of them or to identify some of them. The first tool is the questionnaire. It is one of the most widely used in scientific research, especially in social sciences or related to human behavior, such as psychology, sociology, etc. The questionnaire consists of a number of questions that the researcher puts. In order, why does he put these questions? This is to identify the characteristics of the study sample in a way that leads the researcher towards setting specific results with clear evidence and steps. Among the types of questionnaires are the following. There are different types of questionnaires. Some of them is, or the first one is specific or closed questionnaire. What do we mean by that? We mean that it is consists, or this is specific or closed questionnaire. It consists of a number of questions that the researcher writes down and poses in printed papers to the respondents. That's to say, if we want to make a research, one of our tools, it will be the questionnaire. The first type of questionnaires is or it is the specific or closed questionnaire. The researcher puts some questions on type papers. He will deliver them to the sample in order to answer these questions. These questions include specific answers from which the respondent chooses what represents in his idea or opinion, such as agreeing, disagreeing, or agreeing, or to some extent. Sometimes we deliver or we divide the questionnaire into Likert measurement. What do we mean by Likert measurement? There are many types of this measurement. In fact, sometimes we put the answers yes or no, I agree or disagree, I agree to some extent. Then we put two lines, yes or no, or three lines, yes, rarely, or sometimes. Sometimes we put more than three lines to answer. This is to know or to let the respondent put or puts the answer he means or he wanted to or who he wants to put. As well as yes or no, as I said, in the same way the scientific researcher can specify that he deems appropriate answers. The second, or this specific or closed questionnaire is characterized by its ease of preparation. It's very easy to prepare for the researcher. If you are a researcher or a student in the faculty or in the university, and they ask you to make a research about any subject, then you are going to prepare the questionnaire. It will be very easy for you to prepare it in a limited time. It doesn't take a long time to prepare it. Another time, I'm going to say that the specific or closed questionnaire is characterized by its ease of preparation. Very easy. It's very easy, and it's not difficult to prepare a closed or a specific questionnaire, as well as the ease of answering it on the part of the respondents. Sometimes when we deliver the respondents to the sample, they rarely like to answer the questions. But if it is specific, that's to say, if I want to say yes or no, it will be easy for me and for you and for other respondents to answer it. And so it will be very easy for the researcher to get the answers and for the respondents to give their answers. As this does not require a large amount of time, as I said, it doesn't take a long time or a large amount of time, but it is faulty for the respondents not fully expressing what is inside them. One of the demerits of this questionnaire, it will be that the respondent will not put what he really feels in or feels with. He just say yes or no, he agree or disagrees, he agrees or disagrees, and so he will not give me the real answer for him. This is one of the disadvantages of the specific or closed questionnaire, because the answer pattern controls the way of expressing an opinion. They say, or the respondents say their opinion, but they are not free for giving me more words or more, or to express them their feelings freely. And so it will be definite, it will be limited. Their answers just I agree, I don't agree, I yes or no, to some extent, and he doesn't, or the respondent doesn't feel free to give me more words or more, or to express himself freely. The indefinite or open questionnaire, this is the second type of the questionnaires. The first one is a specific questionnaire, and the second is indefinite or open questionnaire. What do we mean by that? It means, or it consists of a set of questions. The all or most or all the questionnaires consist of set of questions. But in the first type, it is easy to form it. It is easy to prepare it, and the indefinite or open, but the indefinite or open questionnaire is not easy like the first type. The researcher or the student puts without restrictions in answering. Here we give the respondent or the students or the sample, we give them, all of them, to answer freely without constrictions or restrictions. They are going to give their opinion freely. The unspecified questionnaire is characterized by its ease in items of preparation and presentation to the study sample, the lack of financial cost in preparing it. It doesn't cost too much money to prepare it, and the absence of limits in the respondent's answer. They will not be limited or specified in just yes or no or agree or disagree. They're going to answer freely, so they can write what they like. They write all what they feel and express that in their imagination clearly. And so I think that the researcher will get the answers. It will be more better than the first time. But it is characterized or criticized. This is one of the disadvantages of the unspecified questionnaire, that there will be many answers that the researcher gets. There will be many answers. In the first type, in the specific questionnaire, he will give me limited answers, just yes or no, I agree, I disagree, I agree to some extent or to somehow, or I don't agree. But here in the unspecified questionnaire, the sample will write what the respondents feel, and so the researcher will may find some difficult in getting too many answers, scientific, and finds it very difficult to tabulate this data, and this deficiency may occur in the final results. So in this type, maybe or the results will be not true, or there will be something wrong in the results, because there are too many answers and they are not agree in the same field. Some respondents may give answers which are very far away from the real answer with which the researcher want, and so this is a criticism for this type of a questionnaire. As a result of forgetting some of information obtained by the researcher, or the lack of clarity in the results of the statistical analysis. There will be something wrong in the analysis when the researcher wants to collect this data. He may forget some answers because there are too many answers, because they are very long. There are very long answers, so there will be something which is wrong in the analysis of this data. The second type of the tools of scientific research, before I complete my talk about tools, or the first type of tools, is there any question from you? Is there a question from you, or am I going to complete my lecture before getting the second, or before delivering the second type of tools? Okay, I'm going to complete. Then the second type of the tools in scientific research, or all the scientific research, is observations. There is a way to collect data and information in scientific research that requires on-the-ground observation of phenomenal behaviors, whether natural or human, and they depend on the senses of vision and hearing without the researcher noticing the study sample. Whether the human or the animal of his presence, until he gets positive results naturally. And the observations here, in fact, it's not difficult and it's not easy. But for example, for me as a previous teacher, or as a head teacher, after that, when I notices when I notice my teachers when they deliver the lessons, I used to write my notices on a piece of paper, to say how they manage their lesson, how they ask all the students, how they make a class a good class room management. And so uh, I I take this information, and get the information I want about my research, about how performance is, and so I get the real performance through these notices. This way, or this tool, is very important for those who work in the education field, or in the psychology, or in any problem the researcher may face in many fields. The third type of of tools in scientific research, or all the scientific research, is interviews. Interviews, we can use it commonly, and they are commonly used in research that studies human behavior in depth. If I want, for the psychologists, they use it commonly, such as conducting studies on prisoners, for example, mental patients, or people with special needs, as well as studying the behavior of some animal species, in addition, natural phenomena, whether stereotypical or strange. This is very important to use, or it is very important to use interviews for such cases. As I said, for prisoners, for mental patients, for people with special needs, and as well as studying the behavior of some animal species in addition to natural phenomena, whether stereotypical or strange, as I said. Um, it is an important tool for scientific research, and it is close to the questionnaire, as it is consists of questions asked by the scientific researchers, but directly without the need to write them down in papers and distribute them. In the questionnaire, the researcher is used to write his answers or set of questions, and the respondents will answer them. But here in the interviews, there is no need to write these questions on papers. Just he may record them and take the answers through record directly without the need to write them down in papers and distribute. There is no need to distribute the papers on which the questions are written, or also to publish them through electronic means. There is no need to publish them through electronic means, because we know that we use the electronic questionnaire. We can write the sets and spread it through the laptop or websites, and or we can distribute a questionnaire among the sample we know from the school or the university, or the sample we are going to use with them. His questions, or the interviewer questions, will regarding the field of scientific research should be implemented, and then he gets to know the answer to it, and then he classifies the answers and analyzes them through statistical analysis to research the desired results. The interviewer will make the interview with the sample, so he will collect these answers and he will classify them, analyze them, and get the desired results. And I think that in this way he will get the real answers from the respondents, and the results will be the desired one, or the desired one he wants. The interviews vary, and most of them depend on open questions on which the respondent is left absolutely free to express his opinion in the event that the study sample is simple and the researcher has a lot of time. But there are some respondents who ask questions with specific answers, especially in the presence of a large number of the study sample, which it requires a specific time to complete the interviews. There is a merit or a dismerit, an advantage or a disadvantage. If you want to make the interview, some researchers will make or will have just a limited time, and he will have a large number of the sample. So he's limited with it. Because he's limited with the time, he will ask just closed questions, or let us say shortened questions to get short answers. But if he had a lot of time, he will ask open questions and let the respondent talk freely, to give his answers freely, and he's going to record these answers, and he will analyze them, classify them, then analyze them to get the desired interviews. Here we talk about some of the tools of the scientific research, and the most important ones, in fact, of them. There are many types, but we are going to talk, inshallah, in the next lectures, inshallah. We talked about the scientific research tools. Now we are going to talk about the scientific research methods. Scientific research methods can be defined as the methods or approaches used in quantifying scientific research, which is a way of thinking that differs according to the nature of the subject of scientific research. Of course, we know that our societies suffer from different problems, and the modern countries, especially the modern countries or the first class one of them, use the scientific research to get out of these problems or to solve these problems. And it proves that, or the scientific research proves that it is the best way to solve our problems and to develop our countries. But there are many methods to solve or to use through using the scientific research. The first type of the scientific research is the historical method. The historical method aims to collect information and data about a problem or phenomenon in a previous period of time and compare that with the current situation, and then reach almost certain results about the situation or condition of that phenomenon in the future. It is one of the methods of scientific research that curbs the rise of societal problems. The historical method is very famous for societal problems. We can use it to solve the problems that society suffers from. It is very suitable for that. The other type of methods is, or the other type of the scientific research methods is the descriptive method. The descriptive method, and it is one of the most popular methods of scientific research, and it is relied upon by practical researchers in areas of a social nature in particular. It is used in social nature in particular. In the end, the research proceeds towards describing the problem through the information it collects. The researcher will collect many information or the data or the knowledge about some problem or some problems or about some subjects, and so he will classify them, he will describe them through the information he collects. Then it develops a set of solutions accordingly. He will put many solutions for this problem according to the descriptive method he uses in the scientific research. Another type of the methods is the inductive method. It is one of the non-stereotypical method of scientific research. It's not stereotypical. It is differentiated of scientific research, and it relies on reason, reflection, and deep thinking. It is to somewhat or somehow it is more difficult than the previous methods. In fact, the descriptive method is the most common and most or the easiest one, the easiest method to use. But the inductive method, it's more difficult than, and it is one of the non-stereotypical methods of scientific research, and it relies on reason, reflection, and deep thinking. It starts from studying a specific part related to the problem or phenomenon, and when certain results are reached, it is generalized to the entire problem to develop appropriate solutions. These are three types. In fact, there are many types of scientific research, but these are the most important three ones I talked about. At the end of my topic, I hope that I have detailed what is related to scientific research, its concept, tools, and methods, praying to the Almighty Allah to grant success to all our researchers and scholars to elevate the status of our societies and to achieve that we aspire to the glory and pride. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much for the IGP website for giving me the chance to deliver my lecture today. Thank you very much. And I'm ready to answer your questions if there are if there is any question. I'm ready to answer you.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you for that. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, it's time for our quiz session. After quiz session, we will come back for our question answer session. So you have to wait for a few minutes.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay.
Dear participant, it's time for our quiz session. To join our quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com and the code is IGP2. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. Dear participant, to join our quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com and the code is IGP2. After 1 minute, we will start our quiz session. Please don't forget to mention your friend for our quiz session. Okay, let's start our quiz session. The first question of our quiz session is nometic research is more scientific. Option 1 true, option 2 false. What's that? Option 1 true is the right answer and 84% people are right here. In the leaderboard, we can see that Safal is holding the first position. We are going for our second question. The second question is a scientific model Option 1 describes, simplifies, clarifies, or provides an example of an idea. Option 2 connected or appreciate. Okay. The right answer is describe, symbolize, clarify, and provides an exemplification of an idea, and 100% people are right here. Okay. In the leaderboard, we can see that Safar is holding the first position. After ending our second question, we are going for our third question. Who did research? Option 1, Ave. Option 2, Ave and Kitty Kibel. Option 1, Ave, and option 2, Ave and Iti Kibel. Option 2, Ave and Kitty Kibel is the right answer, and 73% people are right here. In the leaderboard, we can see that Shavel is holding the first position. We are going for our fourth question. The question is, a reader of scientific reports should be able to, option 1, be confused, option 2, be able to repeat the investigation. Option 1, be confused, option 2, be able to repeat the investigation. Okay, option 2, be able to repeat the investigation is the right answer, and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Jordan is holding the first position. Okay, our next question is, the title of a scientific report should clearly and consequently explain what the report is about. Option 2, allow resourcer to quickly check the source. Okay, right answer is allow resources to quickly check the source, and 6% people are right here. Okay, Jordan is holding the first position. We are going for our next question. The next question is, a good research question should, option 1, understand what is already known about an idea. Option 2, investigation. Okay, the right answer is clearly and continuously explain the purpose of an investigation. 81% people are right here. Okay, in the leaderboard, Jordan is holding the first position. Okay, our seventh question of the quiz session is, what do you do after you find your research? Option 1, your calculation. Option 2, your hypothesis. Option 1, your calculation. Option 2, your hypothesis. Okay. Option 2, your hypothesis is the right answer, and 28% people are right here. We will go for our eighth question. And before that, we can see the leaderboard. Jordan is holding the first position after completing our seven question. Okay, our eighth question is, what can you see for research? Option 1, internet. Option 2, Wikipedia. What can you use for research? Option 1, internet. Option 2, Wikipedia. Okay, option 1, internet is the right answer. 79% people is right here. Okay, in the leaderboard, we can see Jordan is holding all the first position. We are going for our ninth question. Okay. The question is, what is a scientific method? Option one, investigation of rabbit in high heels. Option two, research to investigate and present results of research. Okay, the right answer is research to investigate and present results of research, and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, we can see this. Jordan is holding the first position. Okay, the last question of this session is, what is a scientific theory? Option one, a best guess about something. Option two, a well-tested explanation for who something works. Okay. Option two, a well-tested explanation for how something works is the right answer, and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, we can see this. Jordan is holding the first position after completing our quiz session. Congratulations, top 10 today's quiz competition winner. We have all of your name which you entered during joining. We will pick and prepare certificate and will post into our official Facebook page and group. Our official Facebook name is Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our question answer session. Just let's enjoy our question answer session.
Sound. Don't hear you. Sound.
Dear participant, you are requested to ask your question in our comment box.
Okay.
Welcome back, ma'am.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, our first question is from Flami. Good afternoon, ma'am. What is an effective scientific research?
Well, a good question. An effective scientific research is the research which is able to solve the problem which the society or some people suffer from. We use the scientific research to solve the problems. And so, if we could do that, it will be the most effective researcher and the most effective research. Okay? That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your answer. We will move to our next question. Our next question is from Marisis. How can I access the certificate of the previous seminar? এটা কেন জিজ্ঞেস করছেন?
Sorry. حط عندي voice.
Our next question is from Arun. Good day, ma'am. How can we conduct a good scientific research?
Yes, a very good question, in fact. We can conduct a good scientific research if we collect the data from its main resources. If I use the suitable method, if I use the suitable tool, it will be a good scientific research. If I used to read more and more about my problem, to know the resources of the knowledge or the information I want to get the information from. So you are going to read in the or to begin from where the other researchers end. Okay, researchers, you are going to read PDF or PhD researches. You are going to read master thesis or thesis about the or about um, uh, subjects that are familiar to you or not familiar to others. You are going to read more books about scientific um, methods. You are going to read about the methods of scientific research in all or the type you are going to use or you are going to solve or the type of the problem you are going to solve. You are going to read about the descriptive method, about the historical method, and you will use it by the help of your doctor in the faculty or in the university. Which tool shall I use to conduct this scientific research? Which method shall I use? Through your study, through your teachers, or through your professors, you are going to use the suitable research or tool you are going to use. Or you are going to, I advise you, for myself, I advise you to read more about the problem or about similar problems you are going to solve. Okay, and so if you got the suitable tool and the suitable method and the information from its mean from the resources, real resources, you are going to get a good scientific research. Scientific research needs more patience from you, needs more patience to be succeed or to succeed or to get the success you want or to solve the problem you want. You have to be very patient and you have to read more. You have to look for the some references which are related to your study, and so you can get the information from previous researchers and you are going to follow the steps they used and to begin from where they end. It will be a good scientific research impact, inshallah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
We
you.
are going for our next question. The next question is from Jordan. Good day, ma'am. What is the importance of scientific methods?
Scientific methods are the ways or the approaches you use to solve your problem. If I want to solve a problem, I said to you that if I want to take in the depth of some of a subject, like the prisoners, like psychologists, like the psychology problems or the special needs, you are going to use, for example, the historical method. If you want to talk about the nature or the human behaviors, you are going to use the descriptive method. Each problem has its own method. And so it is very important to use the scientific method. There will be no research, in fact, without using a specific method. You are going to use it according to the type of the problem we are, or the society suffers from. You are going just a specific descriptive. In some studies, many researchers, or the researchers, especially the foreigners, use many methods. In fact, they sometimes they use the descriptive method. Sometimes they use the inductive method in the same study. They use many methods. Why? This is to reach the real solution they want. This is to be solving the problems, to be systematic in getting the information they want, to classify them, and then to analyze them. It is very important to use a scientific method according to the problem we are suffering from. Okay. Oh, there is no
Thank
sound.
you,
I
ma'am.
don't.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Now you can hear me now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. I think there is no more question. So, on behalf of IGP, thank you so much, ma'am. It was very wonderful session. I hope everyone learned from your presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you many times for getting me, or for giving me the chance to meet you today. And I hope that all the participants are or get the main information they want. I hope that next time in my next lectures, I will deliver more and more, inshallah, pieces of information. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Same to you, ma'am.
Thank you.